da da da. A-O-M-A.
And call you guys.
A country with an island vibe. I swear I had a nice. And yeah, we just down all night. Mixing the 5-acre beats with eyes. So Tony got the whole place hype. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine aisle, but emotion. No, we ain't boasting. No. Oh no. I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. U-I-N-A. Oh no. Welcome to Moko Moko. Every country want friendship, like the village on the East Bank. But you can't hang if you ain't young. For my first interview, I tell Felice thanks. And I brought the bag, my passport and got a stamp. You can't answer Brad if you can't answer yard. We gon' catch it when it's good, cause we say when it's hard. Not for them, live in country and people don't spend it long. Them man of them is proud of for themselves the land. For pay rent on another land. When Guyana got a lot of land, but they blame the government. But this nation got God cover us. Blessing on everyone, listen brother man. Put 2 and 2 together, don't listen to the one. Some of them just like alcohol, heap of stuff. Anywhere we go, we just run. Buy this is GT boy, yeah, we got the team with blood, so. Oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. G-Y-N-A. Oh no, welcome to Moko Moko. Yeah, a country with an island vibe. I swear I had a nice. And yeah, we just down all night. Mixing the 5-acre beats with eyes. So Tony got the whole place hype. And we celebrating life. Coffee in the morning, so we toast it. Say we just fine aisle, but they boasting. No, we ain't boasting. No, oh no, I ain't going nowhere. I love this place. G-Y-N-A. Oh no, welcome to
أصبحنا وأصبح الملك لله والحمد لله لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير ربي أسألك خير ما في هذا اليوم وخير ما بعده وأعوذ بك من شر ما في هذا اليوم وشر ما بعده رب أعوذ بك من الكسل وسوء الكبر رب أعوذ بك من عذاب في النار وعذاب في القبر.
Heavenly Father, as I rise to greet a new day, I humbly come before you with a grateful heart. Thank you for the gift of life and the opportunity to experience this day. I surrender my plans and desires to your divine will. Guide me in every step I take, that I may walk in alignment with your purpose for my life. Grant me wisdom, strength, and clarity as I navigate the challenges and blessings that lie ahead. Fill me with your love, grace, and compassion, that I may be a source of light and encouragement to those I encounter. May this day be filled with your presence, and may I reflect your goodness in all that I do. In your holy name I pray. Amen.
अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति pleasant good morning to those who are tuning in once again on another episode of The Rap. Thank you guys for being here once more, and thank you guys for your continued support towards the program on behalf of myself and Courdel and the entire Rap team. And I must let you guys know that the Rap team is growing slowly but gradually, and I would keep you informed as we grow. Right? So let me take this opportunity to bring in Cordell immediately before I move forward. Morning,
Morning,
Cordell,
morning,
and morning to
morning,
you. Cordell and
morning.
viewers, I want to ask you quickly. I see the electricity people here is at my home here. Could you guys spare me just 2 minutes, Cordell, as you carry through? Just as I about to start the show, I'm seeing a guy. I'm looking at them outside here right now. Right, Cordell? So bear with me a bit, please, guys. Please bear with me a
You
bit. I
telling
will be
me
fast.
you Linden Electricity Company out at 7:30 in the
Yeah,
morning?
exactly. I wanted to know. I'm a little scared. I hope they don't cut me off because I pay my bill a long time.
All
Anyway,
right, bye, man.
right,
Sort
Cordell?
it out.
Just
Sort it out.
yeah. All right,
You
brother.
got a
Cool,
lot of
cool.
things to deal with this morning. So
Definitely,
go on,
definitely,
come
brother.
back. Go on, come back quick. Go on, come back quick. Anyway, good morning to all our viewers locally and in the diaspora. Special good morning to the persons viewing us in Region 7, Region 3, Region 2, Region 9, Region 5, Region 6, all those persons who are coming in. Special good morning to you, Krista Kaur Prasad, Data Nandalal, Keith Adams, Dioraj Nath, Sahulja Budram, Councillor Adwin Ashby is here. I see the peacekeeper, Mr. Kevin George is here, a regular viewer. Mr. Chetty, um, Jamila. I see Miss Pereira is here. We were hoping we could get her to come in from Berbice to give us an update on Operation Trade Winds, that exerciser operation. It's one out of the two. We were hoping to have her come in and give a quick update on that. But probably if she could indicate if that's possible, you could send her the link and that could probably happen too. Anyway, we're done with the pleasantries this morning. I don't have any guests, so I'm free to speak as I feel like. And I have a couple of things I want to deal with. Now, LGE elections are over, and it's back to business, back to getting work done at the council and the NDC levels. And I want to touch on something that was sent to me this morning that I found very disturbing. Now, the APNU would have had a victory rally or a party or a parade or a puppet show I don't know what to call it because it didn't make sense to me. But they had an event that they held over the weekend, and at that event, trouble. I know going on the part now, but yeah, at that event, um, monies were spent to facilitate that event, right? I want to take y'all to Hunter and Sussex Street. Y'all take a look at this here, right? Now, this area was won by one councillor, Travis Ellis. You understand me? Let me see. There's his photo. Mr. Travis Ellis. I spoke about this individual a couple of times on this program. And the fact that the constituents, the council, his fellow councillors on his side, the PVP councillors, cannot expect anything from this young man here. So instead, you understand, since they're in control of the council still, and if you notice, just over the garbage, just to the right of those party signs, that's a council no dumping sign. So that's to show you how the community respects the Georgetown City Council, right? So their council is in control of this area here. And instead of he gather a team of residents and like-minded individuals in his organization and invest some money and some refreshments or something, and they come together and move away that garbage out of this community. You understand me? They out in the street celebrating What? We still don't know, right? So that's the first thing I wanted to share with y'all. Mr. Travis Ellis is a complete waste as a counselor, a complete waste. So he doesn't see this as something to deal with in his community. If you are approaching from, I don't know what's the name of this street. Oh my goodness. If somebody could help me. So this is a continuation of Camp into Charlestown going down there. I can't remember the name of this street going to Sussex Street. But you hit Sussex Street, you turn onto Hunter Street, and it takes you to the brand new boulevard that was built there, right? And please, people, share the life because we need to get this information out there. We got stupid people like Sherrod Duncan sitting on a program talking nonsense. Instead, he encouraged his counselors to deal with matters like this. And that is what I'd like to show people, right? So Mr. Travis Ellis, the complete waste that I all told you he was, because I've known the man for years. So, and it's not, please don't feel it's a personal attack. I am speaking on the fact that I know the individual, I know his capability. So when I saw him go up as a counselor, I laughed because I said, imagine the AP and you can't find people to represent them, that their choice as a counselor is Travis Ellis. You understand me? I laughed. So Mr. Ellis, who's in charge of this area, right, didn't see it fit to take some of that or ask Mr. Blanchett. He didn't see it fit to ask Mr. Blanchett. So, hey, please give us a blank check so we could rent a truck, buy some equipment, get some disinfectant and thing, get some people together, you understand me, and clean up the place. He didn't see it fit to do that. But he will join a parade celebrating a win at the LGE of this area. And this is the condition of the area that he has won and is representing. Some more people need to wake up because quite a few woke up in that community. But I think a few more people need to wake up and realize what the APNU, PNC, AFC offers you. Absolutely nothing. Trash. What you're seeing right there, trash. That's what it's offering you. Trash. Trash. And I know persons in Georgetown know this location. And they're more like this. I'm waiting to see what they do with the East Rumvelt market. I'm waiting to see. And trust me, I'll bring you guys the updates. I'm waiting to see what they do. Well, by time central government done, all the roads gonna be fixed. You understand? Because they're not doing it. So these candidates who are now activists and those councillors that represent the People's Progressive Party Civic are now pushing the council's agenda without the council, because the council can't function on the current leadership that is there. You understand? They can't function on the current leadership that is there. It's ridiculous. Still on Georgetown City Council, yesterday, I saw a news report about the town clerk being charged for bribery. You understand? And sometimes I wonder, like, who writes these stories? Because it is seriously misleading. Now, do you have a photo of Miss Nelson up there, the current town clerk, and saying that the town clerk is charged with bribery without giving context? Now, this charge, you understand, that Miss Nelson is answering for was for a period where Miss Nelson was not the town clerk. If you read the article, for those who can read and understand, right? And I dare say this may be a ploy of the outgoing minister. I'm alleging that this may be a ploy by the outgoing mayor, sorry, not minister, the outgoing mayor, Mr. Ubrach. I'm alleging that. Because Miss Nelson wrote him to return the vehicle, to return the keys to the office. He want to use some boardroom to do something. I see sharing out a couple bags of rice for some summer camp. You understand me? This is what Ubrajon. Now, in this article, it makes it seem like Miss Nelson is involved in illegal activities. And it's a gross misrepresentation, of what is actually, or what actually took place. So I want to put it on record here. And again, I'm asking persons to share the life. Share the life for Miss Nelson's reputation. Help me get out the message. Those charges that were brought against the town clerk had to be brought against the town clerk, whoever sitting as town clerk at the time. If David Granger was the town clerk right now, he would have been charged. Right? If I was the town clerk, I would have been charged. So I just want persons to understand that Ms. Nelson was not involved in anything of this sort. Given the fact that she's the holder of the office is answerable to the charges. Although the holder would not have committed any of those alleged charges. So please, so all the persons who putting it out there and making it seem like this young lady was involved in something, stop your nonsense. Stop your nonsense. Please. Anyway, I'm moving on from Georgetown. But I maintain Mr. Travis Ellis is a waste of time, Charlestown, and you will get nothing from him of significance. Nothing from him of significance. A complete waste of time. Travis Ellis, Councillor Travis Ellis, complete waste of time. And if he'd like to rebut me, let him do a video or do a live and rebut me or prove me wrong. You understand me? A complete waste of time. And I maintain that the persons in Charlestown did not vote for Travis Ellis. They voted for the party. I am absolutely sure of that. Because if they know him in that area, they ain't gonna vote for him. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all. I'm not. Anyway, I'm moving on. So we headed to New Amsterdam. Look, these town councils, these persons who are in charge of managing the municipalities in some of these areas in the AP and UPNC, they're really ridiculous. They're really ridiculous. So I want to take some time to highlight some amazing reporting by a young lady out of New Amsterdam. I think she works at Channel 8 up there or something. And excellent reporting, investigative journalism, to notice these things and bring it to light. Because, you know, sometimes on the other side there, in the PNC, AP, and UAFC, they don't value historical things and Guyanese culture and what makes us Guyanese. So look at the mace. Look how they treat the mace in Parliament, right? Look how they treat the mace in Parliament. And Sherrod Duncan, whilst he was talking about the issue in Kosovo's Parliament, he said, imagine a minister throw water in the Prime Minister's face and we get in suspend for a little mace. The mace has symbolic a value and meaning to Parliament and to Guyana and the Guyanese, any Guyanese government, right? So let me show y'all what happening at the town council in New Amsterdam up there. Symbolic things are going missing. Y'all remember when the mace went missing when Ravel Trotman was speaker? Somebody just up and carried for cleaning. You understand? We were lucky to find it back. I wonder if it was really cleaning it went to do. But look at what's going on in New Amsterdam.
The Mayor and Town Council of New Amsterdam launched an investigation into the alleged lost livery collar, the mayor's ceremonial chain. Details in this report. The swearing-in ceremony of the 5th Council led to a lot of unanswered questions surrounding the mayor's ceremonial chain, rightfully referred to as the livery collar or the civic regalia. The collar serves as an insignia to denote that the wearer is a mayor or the head of the town. Councillor Carol Trim made keen observations that the collar placed around the neck of the new mayor, Mr. Wainwright McIntosh, was not the original livery collar worn by previous mayors.
the first thing I looked at the chain that the mayor has. Where's the old chain? Nobody, no, the people in the town don't know. It's lost. That's a new chain. We must get all these reports before we move forward in this country. Monetary, land, everything.
These unanswered questions led to this reporter doing some investigations on her own, which she was able to conclude that the livery collar went missing between 2018 to 2020. This conclusion was justified by video footage of Miss Haywood being adorned with the chain in 2018 after being re-elected to the post of mayor. But in 2020, she was re-elected once more and a modified version of the livery collar was placed around her neck. It was this same modified collar that was given to His Worship Wainwright McIntosh when he was elected as mayor. While members of the public continue to speculate, the mayor was questioned about the livery collar, and this is what he had to say to this reporter.
So I don't have the full details at this time, given the fact that I'm now orienting myself into the mayor's position. But what I can assure the general public, and for those persons that are concerned, I will be looking into these issues, and as soon as I have the full details, I will be issuing a press statement.
Historically, the livery collar is known to carry pieces of valuable jewelry, but according to reliable sources, the livery collar worn by previous mayors had no valuable jewels, but was worn for its sentimental values. The same source would have also mentioned that the livery collar was reported missing in the recent years and an investigation was conducted. However, the findings to those investigations were not disclosed.
I will not deny that the chain is misplaced. I will not deny that. Like I said, I'm now orienting myself into the position of Mayor of New Amsterdam, and as soon as I have the necessary details, I will have a general press briefing. You will be invited. The other media houses will be invited for us to have that clarity that is so needed.
Former Mayor Barbara Pilgrim is of the opinion that the livery collar does indeed have great value.
The value there would be because this chain has been in existence since 1896 or somewhere about that, and it could be called an antique. So as far as the value of the chain, there is a saying that it's not gold and things like that, but sometimes not everything that is not gold is not valuable.
Additionally, she further stated,
the chain that was worn by Mr. Henry as mayor and Miss Winifred Haywood as mayor is the very chain that I wore when I was mayor of New Amsterdam. A comparison between the chain that I wore and the chain that Miss Haywood wore, being the incumbent mayor, will show that it's the same chain. And it's the same chain that was there on all the other older mayors.
The mayor and town council is being called upon to bring clarity to these unanswered questions and speculations from members of the public. Narima Ali, Channel 8 News.
Well done, Narima. Excellent reporting. Excellent. With the chain. With the people chain. Ask your predecessor. She was wearing it. She had it with the chain gone. It is not gold. You understand? You heard Miss Pilgrim, this thing around since 1890 something. It could be considered an antique. It has historical value. It's a part of Guyana's history. Where they gone with it? Where they gone with it? So I'm happy this young lady was able to expose and imagine the stealing things that ain't got monetary value. You understand me? That's how desperate. That's how desperate these people are. I want to keep y'all still abreast with what's going on in New Amsterdam because there's a lot of nonsense happening up there, right? Now, first of all, let me bring you to a post from the town council itself, right? So I'm going to try to look at the post on my system. I'm not seeing it clearly on the screen when it's uploaded there for y'all because I want to read it so you understand exactly what I'm talking about here in relation to these people, right? So what you're seeing here is from the Mayor and Town Council of New Amsterdam, and this was posted April 19th. During a simple ceremony on Wednesday afternoon, the municipality of New Amsterdam benefited from a tractor trailer, compliments of the Ministry of Local Government and Regional Development. Similar vehicles were also given to the remaining two municipalities and the 19 neighborhood democratic councils across the regions. The tractors are to be used to assist the respective communities with varying assignments, right? Okay. Also, the town council in New Amsterdam has a new small garbage truck. So this is the garbage truck here, and these photos are public photos. So for the gentleman in there, I don't know you. I'm not trying to put you out there in any way bad, but these are public photos on Facebook, and I pull them down so that persons could see, right? Now, also, the local government ministry would have given the town council in New Amsterdam an excavator. So we hear about persons not getting help. And I think I was we hear about persons not getting help. We hear about persons not getting help and local government holding back subventions and things like this. But we see clearly resources are being provided. Help is coming from all angles towards New Amsterdam Town Council. And it seems like it's only there for them to squander that money and resources that are being made available. Now, in New Amsterdam, garbage collection is supposed to be handled by the town council. Everybody knows that. Like in Georgetown, Mayor and City Council, they're supposed to be handling garbage collection. Like Georgetown in New Amsterdam, the private companies have taken over the responsibility. You understand? Sifans and Puran and those guys, those guys have taken over that responsibility in most cases in the area. You understand? Now, shouldn't this free up the resources of the council? So the little garbage truck that they got there and the ones that they probably have already, most of them probably not working, but the few that they probably got working, shouldn't that be able to take care of garbage collection for the gap that the private companies will leave? The small gap, because you know the private companies are going to try to capture as much as possible in relation to get as much customers as they can, collect as much garbage as they can. But New Amsterdam is still in a state, right? It is still in a state. Anybody goes to New Amsterdam and see where the New Amsterdam landfill is, you're disappointed right away. You want to know what's going on, right? The council has been receiving new garbage collection machines from central government as well, and they're still not using it. New Amsterdam's township is still plagued with poor garbage collection issues. Now, why should central government continue to pour resources into a poorly managed council? Persons want to know where is the excavator that was bought for the NDC because you're not seeing it. The secondary drains in New Amsterdam, they need to be cleaned. Now, if NDIA, Ministry of Agriculture, or Ministry of Local Government, Regional Development doesn't jump in, clean these drains, put in a pump, and the candidates got 2 pumps installed in New Amsterdam to deal with the flooding. I want people to know that. Those candidates got those pumps installed in there, hydraulic pumps to deal with the flooding. So even when rain falls, and the water rises, the time that it takes to pull it off the land is much quicker. You understand? So people want to know where is the excavator and why it's not handling drainage works in the community to make sure that flooding is not an issue. You understand me? The incompetence of the managers of the township of New Amsterdam is the cup is full and overflowing. Because the PNC still controls there, the APNU PNC still controls there. They have been controlling there for a long time. For a long time. And the funny thing is, they have now, with this new town council, decided to exclude the PPP's councillors from the finance committees and the other committees that are there. And I might put to you who are watching us here in a somewhat illegal manner. So now we have a case where at the New Amsterdam Council, ex officio members like the mayor and the deputy mayor are joining in the vote to outvote the PPP councillors there to keep them off of committees. But don't worry, they have a plan. They have a plan, and they're going to move forward in executing that plan to ensure that the people of New Amsterdam are properly represented. They are properly represented. Right? You think we're done with New Amsterdam? Y'all think we're done with you? Actually, no, wait. I spoke about the landfill site. Now look, dumping all over New Amsterdam. So my point I was making, I go off there on a little tangent on the last track. So my point was that I was making, given the fact that the private companies are picking up the slack in terms of the garbage collection, doesn't this free up the resources of the town council to clean up New Amsterdam, to collect the garbage of the persons who can't make it to the private companies? What y'all doing? And like I said, these are things off of Facebook. So I'm going there, I'm seeing these things. And we have to bring it to persons' attention. We have to bring it to their attention. Let's go over to the abattoir in New Amsterdam. Right? The PNC controlled New Amsterdam. Let me get this shot here for us. Right? This is the state of the PNC APNU controlled town council. This is the state, the town council that is controlled by the PNC APNU has the New Amsterdam slaughterhouse in. Right? This is the state. Who going there to cut up meat or do anything or to buy meat? Look at this. Look at this. This facility is generating no revenue whatsoever. And I mean, in terms of poor management, just look at the image. Let me show you some more. Somebody just telling me outside New Amsterdam Hospital in the state as well. So look at this. Look, this is the abattoir in New Amsterdam. And these people want to manage things. We clearly see that they can. We clearly see that they can. Look at this nonsense. New Amsterdam abattoir. Pim, Sherrod. Pim, we need to address this. Somebody tag Sherrod. Tag Annette. Pim. You need to address this, Annette. Look at this. You talking to your counselors up there? You talking to them? Morning to Mr. Jackman joining us from the Plum Park area. Morning to Mr. Jacobs joining us from the Bartica area. Morning to all those persons joining us from NY, NG, Ronald Singh. Morning to you guys. You know. But that's what's going on. This is what's going on. This is what's going on at the City Hall and Town Council. These things that I'm sharing with you. And I only sharing them because Sherrod would never tell you these things. Sherrod can come and talk for an hour. He got 4,000 people on the live, and when next day he got 11,000 views. But he's not going to let you know. Good morning to Mr. Kwesi Joseph, former candidate, now activist up there, implementing change, pulling off things on his own. Now imagine he wasn't elected to the council, but doing more than the AP and UPNC councillors for constituents in his area, and in some cases out of his own pocket. You understand? That is how committed these people are who are running to represent you on the PPP side. You've seen them still working in town. You're seeing them still working in New Amsterdam. You're seeing them still working in Linden. But the people who actually win, like Charlestown, on oh gosh, Worries Ellis, you're seeing him working in the community. You're not seeing him there in the community working. So instead of running down the road being silly for winning 13 LAs out of how much ever, they could get a small crew and go down there and clean up that place. So persons in that area could continue to enjoy a clean space, a clean area. But no, that's not a priority for them. I see Kevon is back and he still has electricity.
All right, Courdel and viewers, my apologies, brother. But indeed, the guys come here. I've been for a long while been having some real trouble with the power on and off, and that made the program unstable on my end. But my apologies in advance.
Yeah, he's sorry.
Yeah. So Courdel, I missed out on the conversation, but I can continue. I can continue from where you are here.
Yeah.
Presently.
Yeah, so we were looking at New Amsterdam and some of the issues happening up there with the council and the PNC led council there, that they're using their majority and they're using same thing like in Georgetown where we had Miss Patricia Chase Green down here. Morning to Imam Asif as well, who is also on the ground working. Anyway, so as I was saying, the same thing like former Mayor Patricia Chase Green and Councillor Young highlighted on a program earlier this week. These PNC, AP, and new councillors, they are doing things that are not in keeping with the protocols of the councils, whether it's the city or the town council. So there are cases of ex officio members voting in areas where they should not vote, and they're causing councils and not councils, well, committees to be unevenly represented. You understand? Whilst you're in control of the council, there are persons in that area, that constituency, who voted to have representation from the other side. And I do not think it's their right to keep persons off of those committees, which have an impact on the lives of the constituents who voted for other persons to represent them outside of the PNC, APNU. You understand me? So, take for instance, like Dancing I think he's the only person on the finance committee in Georgetown here. In New Amsterdam, there's no one. You understand? The mayor, who's an ex officio member of all the subcommittees of the council, or the committees of the council, an ex officio member, voted like a councillor. And he doesn't have that anyway. The people up there will deal with it, and we can bring some updates. You remember I used to tell you about a banner named Travis Ellis?
Mm-hmm. I remember the person you talked about.
He's now Councillor Ellis. And I was telling persons, this guy, instead of he asks the opposition leader to give him a blank check to do a cleanup in his area, they outscored and fetting 13 LAs. How stupid could you be? You're still in working for the people. And I said earlier, Kevon, I'll say it again. Some people in that community woke up. I think some more need to wake up because clearly these people don't have your interest at heart. If this is how they're gonna have your area, just one spot, and I'm sure they got more, and could be proud to got his advertisement, his billboard. I can't call it a billboard. I'm call it a bill card because it's small. His bill card there or his bill paper. You understand? Up there over this garbage. You understand? Right where this garbage. Look, you see, that is Mr. Ellis's
That's his,
LGE
that's his vision. That's his
flyer,
vision. That's his
right?
vision.
Exactly, that's his vision for that area. That is his
Well,
vision. This is
that
his
alone
vision
speaks
for
volume.
Charlestown.
That alone speaks volume.
This is his vision for Charlestown. You understand me? And I maintain the people out there that the people of Charlestown did not vote for this young man. The people of Charlestown did not vote for him. The people of Charlestown, or the few that they decided to vote PNC, they voted on party lines, not on the candidate, not on his issues. I've never heard him speak at a platform, ever. If anybody got a video of him speaking in Charlestown, please send it to me. I've never heard him speak on a platform to represent himself as an individual. I've heard him represent himself as an individual in personal conversations. That is why I speak so freely on the man's inability to perform. He's another Odinga McDonald that I won't bother with. Inability to perform. You understand? So, I don't know. In the next 3 years, persons in Charleston, y'all will see. Persons in New Amsterdam in the next 3 years, y'all will see what these people have for you. They said, oh, wait, don't worry with the PPP and that kind of thing. And we love you as we own and whatever. We're going to look after you. Let's see what they do. Let us see what they do. And even if y'all ain't looking, I can be here to highlight it for you. Just like I highlighted these things here. You understand? Because I personally wondered why in heaven's name New Amsterdam dump landfill is where it is. You can't even call it a landfill. It looked like a double up that people just throwing garbage in and piling it up on top of each other. On a serious note. You understand? Teltazard in the middle of the town. Right?
But Courdel, there's we spoke about this yesterday on the program, and I will say it, and I will continue to say it right through, is that it's not that we want to put ourselves in a spot or to say that we are casting blame or we are wishing them bad luck and all these things, right? But we know these people, we know what they are capable of, we know that they are incompetent. You understand? And the saddest state of this situation is that there are some newbies that are on board with them, right? And they are now going to be overshadowed by these corrupted people, these people who are visionless and have no future for those constituencies, Region 4, Region 10, even Region 10, New Amsterdam. It's real sad because
Yeah.
we imagine Region 10, we had a situation here the other day where the mayor-elect already feel as though that he's the mayor, right? And people have to understand he's the mayor-elect. He has not sworn in as yet. You understand? And they have already started their campaign of destruction, their campaign of misinformation, their campaign to distract the progress of the government. You understand? And
Yeah.
if they continue like this, sad to say that these areas that are being managed by these people, it they can be stymied of progress because again, even though the government might want to penetrate in some of these areas, right? The government also believe in following the rules and going by the laws, right? They will
Yeah.
not bully them
Yeah.
away, right? They will not bully
Kevon,
them, right?
Kevon, I'm sorry to cut you,
Mm.
but just let me show you how things are different, right? In Bartica, the mayor-elect, Mr. Anthony Murray, the mayor-elect, Mr. Anthony Murray, he hasn't collected a key for an office. He collect no mayor vehicle. None of that. None of that. You understand? He's acquainting himself with the council and its procedures, and is waiting to be sworn in as the mayor. So he didn't run in and say, hey, give me the keys, give me the vehicle, give me everything. You understand me? Humble man, quiet man, a visionary man. I heard him speak at the victory celebration that they had. And I'm getting another photo to show you here, Kevin. As I really want to hit home.
He's not like we buy Obraj who try to fight Miss Chase Green for the keys.
That's the thing. No, apparently I was reliably informed that Obraj didn't even return the key to the town clerk. He left it on some desk and walk out.
I was further told that he didn't leave the key on the table. I understand that the man dropped the key on the ground and went out.
Well,
that's what it was.
The point is, he wasn't professional enough to hand it back over to the officer in charge.
But Courdel, we don't expect better. He was never professional, for the matter of fact. For the fact that the man can't even pronounce the word oil, he just say "heil," right? So that speaks volume. You know, these are the incompetence that was in the municipality, and sad to say, they have returned. They have returned with an agenda as well.
They have returned stronger this morning, bit up. So here in the Kevon, look at this here. This is yesterday outside the New Amsterdam hospital. Now, this is what I'm talking about. If the private companies picking up the slack for you, why the town council can't handle the garbage collection at the main hospital in the region? You understand? Why they can't? What's so hard about it? You got your same small truck that designated to look. All the government are the municipal facilities. That is our priority to ensure that the garbage is moved away from these areas. Since each private company, they're collecting garbage from residents and areas where we can't reach because we ain't got equipment, we ain't got the staff, you ain't got money. Wherever you say you ain't got. Why you can't use the tractor trailer that LG just gave you and use the garbage truck that we just saw, this garbage truck right here, brand new, small, but still, it could work, make a couple of trips. Why we can't use this to maintain, why we can't use these things to ensure we don't have this? It's a medical facility. And I think the premier medical facility in region 6. You understand? What's going on? What's going on, Town Council? Where the people chain, Town Council? Where is the people chain? Find the people chain. Y'all find the people chain. Find the people chain. Anyway, Kevon, I've been speaking a lot. You just come back. So you carry this program to the end. I can sit here and sip this coffee and not agree with you.
You gotta be very careful with the coffee you sip it. Courdel, even if I want to carry the program to the end, there's some touchy things that I touch on and prompt you. The first thing I want to touch on is Madam Melly Mel, your dear friend. Your dear friend. I saw that she went to the FBI to make a report that the Ghana government is witch hunting her. Now look at this. She created the problem. She's the one, and you know what's the thing? Let us run out to Ghana to go over there like Bork and Bench Cup. Go over there to make the problem. And then when they're done, they run into the US government. He like the same one, Dexter McClellan, who's the Shanaz Hussein. Dexter McClellan is the person behind the Shanaz Hussein that attacked Minister Darmlad. Right? He's another one. He go over there, and when he done, he run to the US government to say that because he's gay, right, he can't go back to Ghana because they're the skilled gays in Ghana. That's what he said to them over there. And this is facts that I'm telling you. Right? And now he's over there scamming people, hard earnings over there and gathering it, but some blow group. And when they're done, they're taking and sending it at Congress Place for campaign. a very close associate of Alda Lawrence, very very close, right? And Carol Smith and the girl said that the girl was said that she's not gonna have sex until during just swearing. I don't know how much she up to now, Carol Dato. Still the crazy people.
Sahara
Right?
Desert.
Sahara Desert, right? But
Must
you
see.
know, the thing of it, Melly Mel has been a nuisance to society. She's been attacking people. You know, one of the things that got to me, and I never forgot it, and up to now, I'm waiting for the right time because I'm personally waiting for a lawsuit to Melly Mel. I want her to get that very clear. You understand? I'm personally waiting for her. I have all the details and records, and I'm waiting for her. So it's not just the government. So I wonder if she can tell the FBI that I looking for her as well. But I ain't looking for her. I have a lawsuit waiting for her as well.
Kevon.
When that incident happened in Majo, Courdel, you know one of the things that got to me what Millie Mills said there, right? She said that most of the young girls in the she said 90% of the girls that were in that institute, right? They're there because their fathers does molest them and the mothers does allow them to do that. That is what she said. When those young ladies are in there because of the
The
geographics of getting
geographical.
access to education and so on, that is why they did. She used that term against the Amerindian people of Guyana. Right? She attacked the president, she attacked the vice president, she attacked the president's wife, the first lady, every single body. And now she crying wolf. You understand? Now she now saying that how the government witch hunting she. You created your mess, and when the people now prepared and ready for you, now you're running to the U.S. government. Let she go along. She have to come home because she's not a resident there. She have to come home. You understand? And we know where you are. We know where
Wait,
in Georgia you are.
Melly got citizenship?
Yeah. So she said. She
Man,
said
I think girl them overseas long, man. She got citizenship.
she
She
got
not cross that.
citizenship. You think
But
so?
hey, Kevon, listen to me, partner. At the end of the day, in relation to the Melly Mel thing and FBI and all that, FBI ain't got time for that. You think FBI ain't got time for that? Melly
Exactly.
Mel. When FBI run Melly Mel profile and they see the strip down video that she met abusing, cussing down somebody,
Exactly. Exactly.
dismiss. Time for that.
And here, Cordell, think about it. You think about it. You wanted to be an advocate, right? And I'm speaking to her and saying you. She wants to be an advocate for women. And that is her attitude on Facebook. And then the other thing, look the name of her page. If you
Yeah.
want to be somebody who's respected, that is respected by the public, the general public, by women, if you want to be a respectable young woman, you out there showing your roti pan to the people of the public, and then you watch your name and your Facebook profile. These people got no shame.
So what I thought was funny was in the video where she show off she body,
Your roti
the
pan.
the chubby bottle body. Um,
Cordell, that's a total
she was
disrespect. to
emphasizing
Chubby
the
Bottle.
fact
That's
she
a
was
total disrespect to Chubby Bottle, Cordell. I would most say it's a
she,
100-watt bulb. That's a
you
total
said-
disrespect. Right?
listen. So she was saying that she don't got do nothing. She's lying down right there in she bed all day, and some man was mentioned she got businesses and that kind of thing. I just thought it was the wrong message to young women out there in general.
Exactly.
The fact that you are
Exactly.
needed to be this fighting for the rights
Advocate.
of young women
Exactly.
and victims and that kind of thing. You can't one go down one line and then you're behaving like a hooligan on the other hand and expect people not to follow your pattern. You understand? But I dealt with Melly Mel once when she spoke on an issue that she was clearly not informed on in relation to the distribution of um, or managing the squatting issue in various areas in this country and how it is managed by this government. I corrected her and I haven't seen her respond to it. So I am taking it that she took the correction with a pinch of salt and she shut her mouth on the issue. You understand? But I'm saying that if Rickford Moore, who has made more damning allegations against the government, allegations, and again, double ding down on the allegations part, because Rickford does make up all sorts of things.
Does it dildo
damning
man?
allegations. I read that story too. But if Rickford Burke, who's making all these allegations against the government, I'm sure he wrote the FBI as well. Who in heaven's name is a Melly Mel or a Smelly Smeller, a Melly fucking Meller, whoever her name is? Who is she? Who cares? What is a Melly Mel? You understand? And all these people she claiming to help. I mean, I understand that you don't put out this information because young people and whatnot. But who knows if you're really helping anybody? You could just be collecting people donations and living off it, Melly. We don't know. You
That's
understand?
that's why she and
We don't know
selfie
who
bars
you
follow.
helping or thing.
That's why she and
Yeah,
selfie
well,
bars follow.
listen, selfie bars and them let it try it with no worries. I don't get involved in that one. You understand me? I just stay clear of certain issues. I try.
Oh, Chuck,
Y'all try.
I forgot I done the program laughing, lawless.
Yeah,
These
y'all try.
Guyana,
I not
Guyana is a special
so
place, Courdel, with special people. They're
so
very special. And we
I
have a
would I
lot
would
in Linden.
yeah. I won't give any credence to Melly Mel and she writing it. Melly Mel said she had information about some guy in GRA who running some scam and something else on a live. Listen, I think I posted it to my Facebook. If you want to run my videos, you can see it. Right? Um she has information about I think she called Doggy name who running scam and this kind of thing. Melly Mel, you're withholding information from the authorities. Kevin, just take over for a minute if you're familiar.
All right. So guys, I guess what we winding down, we're winding down to we have 3 more minutes. And what is more important here for us to understand, despite we talk about all this, the positive side of it is that I believe that we need more inputs by every single Guyanese from every ethnic group. And when we see persons like these, Melly Mills and the others and so on, they forget, for some reason, they forget they're Guyanese. You understand? And especially on the opposition side, nothing positive to contribute, right? What Guyana needs more now is healing, right? And I'm talking about healing in terms of the relationship of everyone, the people itself. Guyana is on the verge of development. Guyana is moving forward. Guyana is the one of the fastest growing economy in the world right now. You understand? And the only thing that has us a bit back is having that connection, having that communication, having that unity among ourselves. And
Yeah.
we can only make it even more better if we unite. We have to understand elections and those things are gone long gone, right? Now it's time to work. Elections is still 2025, sometime November 2025, and we have to work right now for the best interest of our people and for the future of our children and children. We have no space to that, Cordell. No
Yeah.
space we have to that. Every day you wake up something and you check it. There's only a few of them just go on with these ignorance on social media. No, you got Melly
Yeah.
Mel, you got Shonell Smith Daniels, you got Carol Smith, and the thing of it, you don't see anybody from the PvP side who goes on with that. None. I'm being very clear and honest here. If anybody could find any PvP person that is on social media going on with these nonsense, I would like them to share it with me because I would like to address that person because the PvP is not about that. The PvP are well educated people. Our comrades, they are very strong and they're supportive to their government, to their party, and they're supportive to development. While you have people who are allergic to development on the other side. They are
Look, yeah,
allergic right there in Linden.
yeah. So look, yesterday, Councillor Ashby in the community looking at drainage and stuff. Um, issues with drainage. Um, Councillor Chase Green in the community looking at um projects that were completed to make sure the standing up, they can stand the test of time also with activist Renetta Small. Um, can't remember which constituency they represent, but we were in the Tocqueville area where they, as candidates, did more work than the council. So you got sidewalk going in from the Eastern Penitence Police Station, going all the way to Tocqueville Bridge. The Tocqueville Bridge was rehabilitated. The walkway going from Tocqueville Bridge to, oh my gosh, Tugwell Bridge to the South Roundville Aubrey Barker Road. That clay brick walkway was rehabilitated. They put in two footpath bridges there for persons in the community so they didn't have to walk around, and it was an ease on the school children in that area. Right? So listen, we will see activists and counselors on the PPP side actually accomplishing more than that council that is currently sitting there in New Amsterdam, in Georgetown. And I dare to say, those two in Linden might just do more than all the rest on the other side there. I
They
dare to
will.
put that to persons
They
watching me
will.
this
They will.
morning.
They will. They will.
You understand? Plain and
Cordell,
simple. Plain and
Cordell,
simple.
I have a name. I have a name here by Light Samuels. This name sounds familiar. I don't know if you know it. I don't know if you know that name, but I'm very concerned. One of our followers sent something to me here yesterday, where she has been paying our rate and tax for her property in Georgetown for a number of years because she lives in the diaspora, and then for I think it was last week she said the person who does her business in Georgetown went to the mayor and town council to pay to pay the rates and taxes, and then when they turn up there, the rates and taxes were already paid by Lloyd Samuels. So I wanted to know. We have to do some investigation for this. This is one of our follower. We have to do some investigation to find out who's this Lloyd Samuels because this name sounds very PNC to me, like very much PNC. I think I know this name, but I don't want to give my mouth liberty. I have to do. We can do some investigation for this person because all of a sudden, like
Y'all
Samuels.
gonna pay rates and taxes. All everybody watching gonna pay rates and taxes for somebody paid for you, and next thing you know, you're in court fighting for the
Yes,
property that you're living in.
I'm very much concerned, and the
I've
individual
heard,
also.
I've heard this situation before where people who have not been paid the rate and taxes, you turn up and find out somebody been paying it for years, and it might give them some right to the property or something. I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
And the councillors need to work on that too. I mean, if somebody not paying rates and taxes, implement a fine or something. But
Yep.
have a random person walking off the street and just say, "Hey, I'm paying rates and taxes to this property," um, not knowing whether it's theirs or whatever, and just issuing a receipt in their name. Yeah, I mean, shucks, yeah, I need to secure people property better. I don't know if it's
Exactly,
if the
exactly.
bylaws or stuff like that, how to change the bylaws or whatever. But some people need to
And
look into this.
the woman have the woman have Corda, I will send you a copy of it. The woman have or her. And for a matter of fact, I have here the even the transport now is in Lloyd Samuel's name. That's what I'm looking at. Lloyd
But that's
Samuel
that's the
Bridgewater, some
thing.
Bridgewater. You know, it's
That's the
like
thing. I don't know how that works. Probably
right.
he's been paying for some time. Probably she out the country, ain't paying the thing, and he's paying, and then I don't know, you get prescriptive. I don't know, but I've heard of this happening to persons before. So again, if you guys are looking, please compare rates and taxes or work out some kind of payment plan with the councils um, in your area or your NDC or whatever it is. I've never heard that happening with an NDC, to be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, City Hall, yeah, I've heard of that happening before. But yeah,
All right. So, Cordell, I guess for this individual who sent me this information, we will try to see. I mean, this is not within our boundaries, but we can pass on the information to the relevant authorities for them to investigate because we don't. I mean, myself and Cordell, we have no control. I'll make that very clear. We have no control over land. We don't issue land. We don't sell land, or we don't deal with anything with land. Right? All we does
land,
we
house
have a
slap,
pro-
school transfer,
yeah.
none of that. No, nothing.
The only thing we deal with is Aubrey Norton and his brothers and his sons, Cordell. So Cordell, I saw.
Oh, so somebody called me yesterday. Call her the
Courdel, you
celebration.
know done. You know done.
Somebody called me yesterday, and there's like Aubrey has a daughter who's a lawyer, and they tell me about somebody named Jackie, some ex named Jackie. So apparently the boy had his heyday back in the day, probably when before his sons were born, you know, um, when he was able to maneuver a little more and that kind of thing. I don't know, but the guy Aubrey, I apologize. You have children outside of the alleged two meals that are attributed to you. I've heard that you have a daughter who's a lawyer and she's doing well overseas. She's not she's not contributing anything here in Guyana to taxes or her legal mind or anything of the sort, but she's doing well overseas. And you've made your mark on society. So hats off to you. Hopefully you can make a mark before you leave the post of opposition leader in December. Um, on the party that you're in charge of, and on the country that they can remember you in a fond way, and not vex face Norton and can't find SOPs Norton and jumping in the vehicle and running away Norton and don't shake hand Norton and Bam Bam Ali Norton and blank check Norton and oh gosh,
So
telling
much
Secretary of
news.
State he planned without telling the Guyanese people Norton and disrespectful to the president Norton and can't find the poll that say you can win the next election Norton and bad. It's got so much bad things people remember you for, Mr. Norton. In the time that you have here, sir, try and do something different.
At
Even
least the
if it's
guy,
just working
at
on the
least he have
ability to smile.
he have a
Right?
track record. At least he got a track record.
And cheers to you, Mr. Norton. Kevon is 7:37. And I got to Buns and Marby Norton. Thank you, Lynette.
Lynette and Apple T-shirt.
Buns and Norton. Buns and Marby Norton. Bam Bam Ali Norton. Mr. Hot Beer Norton. Every time you see you,
All right.
beer steamy. Whatever you're drinking, steamy. I don't know if you like his beverage hot. I don't know. But, when you're partying in there. Kevon, I done upload a video to TikTok. This man in a club dancing. Women are wrong. You imbibing. So your spirit's supposed to be free and loose. Oh, shucks, buddy.
Courdel, you have to remember the guy face does not allow him to smile. This you have to remember. Right. Anyway, guys, I think this is it for us today. I I'm sorry that I didn't get the full program from the beginning, but however,
You can
tomorrow
watch it
we,
back
we,
just like
definitely
everybody else.
we
But that's a lot of
definitely
information. That a lot of information shared here. You should go now and sit down and watch back this program. This
well,
program a lot
Cordell,
of
I
information,
normally
Kevon.
does that. I normally does that because it's good for us to check back to see how we did and so on. And the comments are important because I want you to know, Cordell. One of the other thing, there are some important comments will be in here sometimes, and that's one of the reasons I check it back. Sometimes persons have questions, concerns, and so on. So I would check it back. So yes, guys, this is our time for the day. Thank you for being a part of us. And tomorrow morning, we see you same time, same place. We have Cordell and a team, and we have a project. We will keep you updated on that.
Yeah, so
Tomorrow,
before we
Cordell.
go,
Our
yeah,
Cordell.
all right, fine. Tomorrow then.
Tomorrow we could touch on it. Yeah, because we can create the flyer and everything, so that the viewers can, in case they wanted to be a part of it and so on as well. Right? Today's what? Today's Tuesday or Wednesday? At that behind time.
So
At that
yeah,
behind.
we can deal with that tomorrow. Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you for joining me. And then Kevon a little later on in the program. And that's all for me today. Peace, love, one Guyana.
All right, guys. Thank you for your support once again. And tomorrow, same time, same place on The Wrap.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home.